industries of energy.
We've got fantastic opportunities to use new technologies to secure the American people and at the same time be better stewards of the environment.
You have questions, we have answers.
Listen carefully.
You can't really be against hydrofracking and say you're an environmentalist because immediately the default options are fuels that are much less clean.
For the next hour, Shawn Wilson explores the energy industry with news and interviews from around the corner and around the globe.
Nuclear is one of the directions that we should innovate in.
The Exploring Energy Show begins now.
And very, very good Wednesday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. The last work day of our week here at the radio station. Just a quick reminder, no show tomorrow for Thanksgiving or the day after on Friday. So just kind of let everybody know what's going on. Yes, Thanksgiving is upon us. And, man, no better time to be thankful than right now for the blessings that we get bestowed upon us each and every day. Like my grandma said, if you think you got it rough, you can't throw a rock in any direction. I'll find somebody got it worse than you. So, again, be thankful for what the Lord has given you. Be thankful for what you have. And, focus on the good things. That's what I try to do. Of course, I'm the happy guy, so to speak. But glad to have you tuned in wherever you might be this morning. Let's go ahead and get right to it. Here's what's on the menu at Elk City Meals on Wheels. This is also their last day of this week. They're closed Thanksgiving Day tomorrow and then the day after Thanksgiving Friday. Today, turkey and dressing, gravy, sweet potatoes, green bean casserole, pumpkin pie. It is a virtual Thanksgiving feast at the Elk City Meals on Wheels today. Turkey and dressing, gravy, sweet potatoes, green bean casserole, pumpkin pie. They're open from 11 to 1, Monday through Friday. This week, Monday through today. And senior citizens meals, $7. Regular meals, just $8. Everyone is invited. You can call in your order, 225-5821, 225-5821. Located 1510 West 9th Street. Elk City Meals on Wheels, having a traditional Thanksgiving meal today. Turkey and dressing, gravy, sweet potatoes, green bean casserole, and pumpkin pie. Woo! Sounding good. This morning, it is Amy Donut Wednesday here today because, of course, we're not going to be here Friday. And I called her this morning, and she's like, yeah, I'll have them ready for you. I'm like, sweet. So, Amy Donut, the official donut sponsor of today, because we're not going to be here Friday. Their kolaches are great. All their donuts are excellent. Again, their smoothies. They've got the drive-thru. They're open from 4:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Sunday, and they will be open on Thanksgiving Day, by the way. Business hours, Monday through Sunday, 4:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Here's that phone number if you want to call them, 303-7203, 303-7203, 301 North Van Buren here in Elk City. It's Amy Donuts. Thanks for what they do. No Paragon TV this week. We'll be kicking that back off again next week because of the kids are out for Thanksgiving break. Again, it's going to be great. Okay, Paragon TV, December 2nd, Merritt basketball gets a rolling. Sign up now so you'll be ready when they tip off. And you can watch the classics 24/7 for free. Nonstop replay channel. Or watch the Spotlight series with Lexi Frazier. It's all on ParagonTV.com. $9.99 a month. You can't go to a game for $10. This is $9.99 for an entire month. All 8 schools. Rapo, Butler, Canute, Cheyenne, Raiden, Eric, Leedy, Hammond, Merritt, and now Sentinel. 8 schools strong for one low price per month, $9.99. You can watch all the archives. You can even download games. You can also watch any live game and go to that multi-view and see who's playing on each channel. Free books delivered right to you by the Friends of the Carnegie Library. Friends of the Carnegie Library, Elk City Carnegie Library, bringing out the Carnegie Caravan. Here's a phone number you can call, 225-0136. If you're having trouble reading a regular size print, let them know. They've got a free program that could help. 225-0136. And as we draw closer, I nominated a hero yesterday, someone who is near and dear to Western Oklahoma, and you can too. Tell us their story. Nominate a hero. the heroes that we have. We're going to select and give them a $250 prize pack from one of our sponsors. We know who these people are. They're out there selflessly helping their fellow man or woman here in Western Oklahoma nominate a Santa's Christmas hero. Go to KECOFM.com. Took me about maybe 5 minutes to fill out the form and submit it. I promise you, if you don't tell us their story, we're not going to know about it. So do what you can to nominate these heroes and let us, well, highlight them and give them a $250 prize pack. Go to KECOFM.com and nominate a Christmas hero. Today it is Remember When Wednesday. We'll be going back in time with the American Oil and Gas Historical Society, the AOGHS.org. Again, these guys, Bruce and Chris Wells, they just continue to just do a wonderful job. You know, like I said, you can sign up for that free newsletter, and they send it to you at the beginning of the month. And it's not something they're dunning you for money. It just says, hey, here's what's going on in history, in the oil and gas industry this month. So it's very simple to do. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. I'll get you some commodity prices to start the day here. As yesterday, they were kind of in a bleak mood. And we'll see if they've rebounded a little bit. West Texas Intermediate up 2 cents, but still trading at just $57.97 a barrel. That's a January contract out of the New York Mercantile Exchange. Brent crude oil on the ICE Futures Exchange out of London down 6 cents, trading at $62.42 a barrel. Tocom crude oil in Japan is also down 130 yen per kiloliter out of Tokyo, but New York Mercantile Exchange natural gas up 10 cents, trading at $4.58 per million BTU. They say there is a cold snap coming. RBOB gasoline up $1.32 to $187.04. Everything else is in the red. Heating oil down 43 cents to $234.95, and gas oil on the New York Mercantile Exchange December contract down $9.75 to $674.25 per metric ton. Some of your commodity prices, and like I said, there's so many geopolitical pressures on the oil and gas industry right now. We're just kind of, everybody's kind of sitting back and trying to wait and see kind of an attitude. But anyway, I'll go ahead and start it off with this story right here. Google goes bigger and bigger and bigger. Google's recent announcement it intends to build 2 data centers in Muskogee, added to an existing center in Pryor, and construction of one in Stillwater is only a small example of the billions of dollars the company is spending in data centers across the country. Consider its announcement last week of a plan to spend $40 billion on new data centers in Texas. Just several months ago, Google executives were in Oklahoma and joined Governor Kevin Stitt to announce it will spend $9 billion in Oklahoma over the next 2 years. Couple that with this other intended projects in other states. $4 billion in Arkansas. This is Google. $7 billion in Iowa. $9 billion in Oklahoma. $9 billion in South Carolina. $9 billion in Virginia. Count it up. Man, that $40 billion Google wants to spend in Texas, it's $58 billion in data center projects in the next couple years. The announcement's made even some national news and economist Stephen Moore's Unleash Prosperity Hotline. We can't help but notice these are all low-tax, right-to-work states. The company has not announced any comparable investment in its home state of California, he wrote. Google announced last week it will build 2 new data center campuses near the towns of Summit and Council Hill. It also has new agreements to add energy to the electricity grid. Summit is a town in Muskogee County. Was originally called South Muskogee when it was platted in 1910 and is one of 13 all-black towns still surviving at the beginning of the 21st century. It sits right next to Muskogee. Council Hill is a small community located south of Muskogee on U.S. Highway 72, known for its historical connection to the Muskogee Creek Nation. It was named after a landmark that was the first capital of the Creek Nation in Indian Territory and was officially founded in 1905. Muskogee Mayor Patrick Cale said the move will solidify the city's position as a regional tech hub. Google's not only bringing strong economic development to our area, but our commitment to responsible resource usage aligns with our water and energy stewardship goals, ensuring long-term sustainability. Muskogee County Commissioner Kenny Payne said the centers in his county will be a transformation for the community. And he says, I am grateful for the collaboration of local partners to make this opportunity a reality. Look forward to the positive effects it will have on our community today and in the future. So that's what's going on with Google. $58 billion worth of data centers. Woo! That's that billion here, a billion there. It adds up. I'm going to take a break, pay a couple bills, come back with Remember When Wednesday right after this.
This is the Exploring Energy Show.
You know why people like going out to eat? It's a little treat for them. They get to leave the house and go somewhere else and have somebody else cook the food and serve it to them and clean up afterward. All you got to do is pay and leave.
I know a lady that makes it at Janice's Cafe. We go out there and eat all the time. You know why? It's not at home, and it's better than what we cook. You know, one of my favorite things to eat at Janice's Cafe? The catfish. It's good. It's got the crispy breading. Oh, it's like they made it with love, with a little bit more love on top of it.
Bacon cheeseburger.
Best bacon cheeseburger in the business. Name another one.
Mushroom and Swiss.
Best mushroom burger there is ever. Janice's Cafe can make all those burgers for. Of course, they got burgers. Got the best burgers you can have.
Do you think more people drink sweet tea or unsweet tea?
Well, you know what I am.
Half and half.
Half sweet, half unsweet. Janice is located on the south side of Elk City, where you go into the movie theater, right there next to Arby's. You'll be able to find it because there's a big old sign up there that says Janice's Cafe.
Hauling for the holidays starts at Cummins & Weatherford. Load up your gear in a brand new 2026 Chevrolet Silverado HD. Right now, get 3.9% APR for 60 months for qualified buyers on these HDs. That's power, style, and savings to kick off the season right. So haul the turkey, haul the family. Just haul it to Cummins & Weatherford and drive home stuffed with happiness. Cummins Cadillac Chevrolet GMC in Weatherford, I-40 and Airport Road, or online at CumminsBPG.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Hi, it's Andy Taylor. We're living in some very turbulent times. It's easy to get discouraged in the normal course of life, but the good news is God has all the answers. His presence and companionship always makes all the difference. A big part of what we do at Trinity Fellowship is to help people in the process of coming into relationship with the Father. We'd love to help you. Our services start at 10 a.m. on Sunday. You can find us on our Trinity Fellowship Facebook page, or you can listen right here on KECO at 9:30. We'd love to have you be part of our family.
So if your farmer need a hose built, you can come in, we'll build it. Oilfield customer and need us to come out and see you, we'll come out and see you and take an order or pick up a hose, build it, bring it back to you. Solves that problem. I'm Brock Kalk, and my company is American Hose and Supply. We sell all types of industrial hose and fittings, oilfield or agriculture. You needed a hose like yesterday. We will stop what we're doing, and if we got to go to our Oklahoma City shop and get it, we'll do that. And I've done that for a lot of my customers. The business I've done with the Oilfield, they got to see your face. Whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever the customer prefers, that's what we're going to do. We sell all types of industrial hose and fittings. In the Oilfield, sometimes you get a call for a crazy, hey, can you get this? And you go find it for them. American Hose and Supply. Come by and see us at 2111 South Main, Elk City, Oklahoma, in Camrock Building next to Fred's.
Or call 303-1123.
Solves that problem.
Hey folks, this is EJ Gretaman with ASCO Equipment out of Elk City, Oklahoma. If you need rental equipment, I got your back. From excavators to wheel loaders, telehandlers, and forklifts, we rent the brands that you know and trust. With flexible terms, responsible service, and expert support, we're here to keep your job on track. Need equipment? We're on it here at ASCO Equipment. Visit ASCOEQ.com or stop by our Elk City branch, 513 West 20th here in Elk City, Oklahoma, or you can just give me a call, 580-243-9233. Appreciate it, folks, and y'all have a blessed day.
Try the penny news for your business. It's the little paper with a
big punch. This is the Exploring Energy Show.
It is the Exploring Energy Radio Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Really do. Camrock Supply, 3 local guys with local ties doing business with their community, trying to save you money, but giving you quality merchandise. Farmers use a lot of oil every season. Oilfield companies use a lot of oil all the time. Camrock's oil is the same specifications, lubricates the same as the designer brands, but you know what? You don't have to pay for that designer logo. Camrock's oil costs a lot less. Same oil, less cost. You decide. Folks who use a lot of oil save a lot of money with Camrock. Camrock Supply on South Main Street in Elk City next to Fred's Steakhouse. CamrockSupply.com. CamRockSupply.com. Locations in Elk City, Oklahoma City, Midland, Texas, and Ulysses, Texas. Online, CamRock, CamRockSupply.com. And Fred's Steakhouse right next door to Camrock. Your destination for fresh USDA graded beef, ribeyes, New York strips, filet mignon, sirloins, hand-cut deli by the in-house butcher. Fred's is also home of the $4.99 chicken fried steak, served daily, hand-battered, country gravy, house-made mashed potatoes. Fills a plate and your stomach. Not empties your wallet, that's for sure. Fred's has numerous side options. They've got 7 kinds of chicken. They got seafood. Maybe that's what you crave. Fred's has a variety to choose from, like grilled salmon, also grilled or fried shrimp, freshwater catfish, fish tacos. Fred's has appetizers sure to please everyone. And cap off your dining experience with fresh in-house made desserts. They also have a full-service bar for your favorite cocktails, wine, specialty drinks, and ice-cold beer. Fred's Steakhouse can host your private event located at 2107 South Main Street in Elk City. Call 243-2100 or order online on the Chow Now app. Open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And the Davises at DCP Services. They appreciate their customers. I appreciate them as one of the sponsors of the show. They have a roustabout division, a lease operators division, a wireline division, both braided and slick line capabilities, and their pump repair shop in Cordell. You can call Jeff Davis if you want more information. 580-660-0501. 660-0501. You can also find DCP Services on Facebook. All right, we're getting right to it here. I'm going to click this little banner here and put it up. And I'm going to come over here. We're going to go back in time with the American Oil and Gas Historical Society, AOGHS.org. And in fact, what I'm going to do here is we're going to lead off with a story, and then I'm going to show you a picture of this. And I'm going to take that down. Yeah, I love it when a plan comes together. This is a picture of Continental Oil and how they used to deliver their products in horse-drawn wagons, horse-drawn wagon tanks, if you will. We'll get our first story going here and getting way back in time. November 25th, 1875. Continental Oil sends kerosene westward. Convinced he could profit by purchasing bulk kerosene in cheaper eastern markets, Isaac Blake formed the Continental Oil and Transportation Company and began transporting kerosene refined in Cleveland, Ohio, for distribution in Ogden, Utah. That's a long wagon ride, folks. Continental purchased 2 railroad tank cars later, and first to be used west of the Mississippi River. To ship the kerosene by rail, Blake's company expanded into Colorado in 1876 and California in 1877 before being absorbed by, Standard Oil Company in 1885. Following the 1911 breakup of Standard Oil, Continental Oil emerged as Conoco, becoming ConocoPhillips in 2002. The company opened 2 Oklahoma Petroleum Museums to celebrate that state's 2007 centennial. That's good stuff. November 27, 1940. Art Museum displays mobile gas station painting. With service stations part of America's popular culture, the oil painting, just titled Gas, by Edward Hopper, was first exhibited by the Whitney Museum of American Art in New York City. Art critics praised the work, suggesting the painting with the Pegasus sign anticipated the modern pop art movement by more than a decade. A According to Hopper's wife, the image of that mobile gas station at the end of the highway was an amalgamation of several gas stations near their home in Truro, Massachusetts. The painting is owned by the Museum of Modern Art in New York City today. So he took a little part of each one of those stations and put it in this painting. Pretty good stuff. You can learn more about that and petroleum's artistic influences in oil in art sub-story. November 27th, 1941, death of the oil queen of California. Mrs. Emma Summers, once known as the Oil Queen of California, died at the age of 83 in Los Angeles. 40 years earlier, the San Francisco Call newspaper described Mrs. Summers as a woman with a genius for affairs. Business affairs, that is. May sound paradoxical, but the fact exists. If Mrs. Emma A. Summers were less than a genius, she could not, as she does today, control the Los Angeles oil markets. Summers graduated from Boston's New England Conservatory of Music, moved to Los Angeles in 1893 to teach piano, but soon caught oil fever. With her home near where Edward Donahue discovered the giant Los Angeles City field, just a year before, Summers invested $700 for half interest in a well a few blocks from the site. Summers' first 14 wells produced oil, launching her dominance in the oil field. You can learn more about that in Oil Queen of California. Standard Oil, well, this name is rife throughout oil and gas industry because at one time they just dominated. But November 27th, 1923, Standard Oil registers the Esso trademark. The Standard Oil Company of New Jersey registered the Esso trademark, which had been in use since May 1923 for refined, semi-refined, and unrefined petroleum products. The name was a phonetic spelling of the abbreviation of Esso for Standard Oil. A young Theodore Geisel created many Esso lube ads beginning in the 1930s. You can see that in Seuss, I Am an Oil Man. When Standard Oil renamed itself Exxon in 1973, the company adopted the Exxon trademark nationwide. The Esso name, acquired by BP through various mergers, has remained in use in other countries. As a kid, I can remember the Esso gasoline stations always sitting on a corner, kind of like what a Walgreens or CVS pharmacy does now. But my old man had a name for those people that would cut through that parking lot. He called them Esso. Well, it rhymed. I'll just leave it at that. November 28th, 1895. Inventor Doria wins the first U.S. auto race, 1895. 6 of America's first motor cars left Chicago's Jackson Park for a 54-mile race to Evanston, Illinois, back through the snow. All right? Inventor J. Frank Doria received $2,000 for winning the first U.S. automobile race. His number 5 racer took just over 10 hours at an average speed of about 7.3 miles per hour. Frank and his brother Charles had patented America's first gasoline-powered auto in June. The Chicago Times-Herald, the race's sponsor, declared, persons who are inclined to decry the development of the horseless carriage will be forced to recognize it as an admitted mechanical achievement, highly adapted to some of the most urgent needs of our civilization. New York City would host America's first auto show within 5 years of 1895. Good stuff. But yeah, 7.5 miles an hour. That is, to us today, they're like, wow, man, you could almost walk that. The 4-minute mile, a man has run under that. A horse, back in the day, a team of horses and wagons could make about 20 miles in a day. This is 7.5 miles per hour at the time. That was a pretty big jump ahead. November 28th, 1892. Our neighbors to the immediate north, Kansas, their first oil well was discovered. While drilling for natural gas, William Mills discovered small amounts of oil in eastern Kansas. He took a sample from his Norman No. 1 well and visited experienced oil drillers in Pennsylvania. Impressed, they convinced him to shoot the well at Neodosha with 30 quarts of nitroglycerin. The Kansas oil well was the first to find commercial success drilling west of the Mississippi River. It proved that Neodosha had the richest of oil and gas in their backyard, according to the Neodosha's Norman No. 1 Historic Well and Museum. Okay, put yourself in this guy's shoes. Somebody says, hey, listen, here's what you need to do. You need to take 30 quarts of nitroglycerin, bring it down that well bore, shoot that well, and you're going to find more oil. And he did it. And it worked. Going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of Remember When Wednesday right here on the KECO Exploring Energy Radio Show.
The Exploring Energy Show.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Looking for the perfect venue for your next event? Look no further than the Frisco Center, located in the heart of western Oklahoma. Whether it's a stunning wedding, a joyful reception, a memorable birthday party, or a professional seminar, we've got you covered. With spacious rooms and exceptional service, Frisco Center is designed to make your special occasion unforgettable. Located at 101 South 4th Street in Clinton, Oklahoma. Call us today at 580-323-7874 to book your date. The Frisco Center, where every event is a reason to celebrate.
Timber Oklahoma is your safe and reliable expert tree care service. At Timber, we provide professional tree trimming and removal with a focus on safety, quality, and clear communication. With over 10 years of experience and certified in the Electrical Hazards Awareness Program, our crews provide tree trimming and removal, storm damage cleanup, utility line clearance. Call Timber today at 580-732-3400 or see us online at www.timberokla.com or email us at customercare@timberokla.com.
Help us celebrate Black Friday all month long at Wendy Nissan with great deals on new and used vehicles with nearly 200 to choose from, interest rates as low as 0%, payments as far out as 90 days, payments as low as $199 a month on select used vehicles. We truly have a little bit of something for everybody. We've got brand new Frontiers with 6-inch lift kits, leveling kits, off-road wheels and tires, cold air intakes, exhaust. We have used cars as low as $69.99. Gas mileage as much as 40 miles per gallon on brand new Nissan Versa. Rebates as high as $5,000 plus discount off new Murano and new Nissan Pathfinder. It's Black Friday all month long right here at Wendy Nissan in Elk City, Oklahoma, your hometown dealer. Wendy Nissan is now offering Sunbit financing in our service department for service tickets as low as $400 or up to $10,000. Interest rates starting as low as 0% and finance terms as long as 72 months at Wendy Nissan, your hometown dealer. Black Friday all month long.
Restaurants and feedlots, coffee shops and cafes, grocery stores and convenience stores. The Penny News is there, waiting for you to take it home.
Stay informed with the latest news from the energy industry on the Exploring Energy Show.
All righty then. David Allen Guest, another one of our great sponsors. If you have minerals and, well, royalties that you're trying to manage or you need managed, he is your guy. He's been doing it for himself and others for, well, over 40 years now, almost 50. Managing royalty and mineral rights is a complicated process that's always changing. David has the experience, the know-how to help you navigate through every aspect of it and get you the most out of your royalties. And he's a man of integrity, guy you'll be glad you're doing business with. Find yourself in a situation to sell, David's also a trusted source of, well, buying of royalties from estates, probates, trusts, and bankruptcies. That's a vulnerable position. You do not want to have somebody that's just going to take you to the cleaners, so to speak. David Allen Guest, call him today, 405-341-8698. 405-341-8698. Tell him you heard about it here on the Exploring Energy Radio Show. ASCO Equipment, great outfit. The people that work there They're working with the people that use them. If you're looking for heavy equipment for sale or rent, you're trying to maybe trade in the piece of equipment for a newer or brand new, this is your outfit. Their new and pre-owned construction equipment fits your needs and your budget. ASCO's a leading provider for the Oklahoma construction, ag, and energy sectors, proudly serving this area with construction equipment like tractors, backhoes, wheel loaders, cranes, dozers, excavators, forklifts, compactors, pavers, skid steers, and more. When you partner with ASCO, you will understand that they are there to help you with your project. Here we go. Get a hold of Bart Shields on the equipment sales side. Ask for E.J. Gredeman on the equipment rental side. They have rent-to-own options there, too. And they've got flexible rental rates. Call branch manager Jeremy Bridgman, 323-3422, 323-3422, or online at ascoeq.com, ASCOEQ.com. They're located at 513 West 20th Street right here in Elk City. And American Hose and Supply. They'll do whatever it takes to get you up and going. Keep you stocked ahead of time. For you to keep making money, your equipment, your machinery has to keep running. Smallest pinhole will drop the largest piece of equipment to a halt. They'll help you get back up and going. They'll help you do that. American Hose and Supply. Inside the Camrock building next to Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City, call 303-1123. 303-1123. Go to those who know hose. It only makes good sense. All right, get this back up here and get right back at it as we continue our track through time with the American Oil and Gas Historical Society, AOGHS.org. November 29th, 1927, patent awarded for coin-operated gas pumps. Louis P. Starkey of Fort Collins, Colorado, received a U.S. patent for his self-operating filling station, an electrically powered coin-operated device for dispensing gasoline. The L.P. Starkey Pump Company competed with other manufacturers of automatic pumps that did not need an attendant. Earlier self-service gasoline, Earlier self-service gasoline slot machines had required motorists to insert a coin into a slot and turn a crank. The L.P. Starkey Pump Company was later acquired by Gasomat, Inc. of Denver, which manufactured and sold two models of Starkey's coin-operated pumps. And you can learn more about that in coin-operated gas pumps. But how about starting a revolution where you could go by and get gasoline without an attendant being there? So basically, 24-hour access to push juice, gasoline. What a great idea. What a great idea. You know, of course, they continue to get better and better. Now, just about 100% of gas stations, you can go up there at any time of day or night, slip in your card and take care of business. That all started way back in 1927. Again, this has been Remember When Wednesday, brought to you by the American Oil and Gas Historical Society, AOGHS.org. Again, we appreciate the Wells brothers, Bruce and Chris Wells. If you can click that support button, throw them a few extra dollars, man, that money goes right back into this site. And I promise you, these guys put a lot of their own money in here, and they're selling a little bit of advertisement on the site, but they run one of the best websites I have ever been on as far as knowing that it's going to be actual and factual. Of course, when you know the guys that do it, you know, it makes it easier to say that. So if you get a chance to hit the support button, those guys, I guarantee it, they would be glad to get it and put it right back in to the site. Got to remember our history. Got to remember where we've been to get to where we're going. Well, expectations grow over first lithium production in Arkansas. We talked about this. I guess it's been probably maybe a couple years since they started, talking about this. But Standard Lithium recently got support in the race to become the first company to produce lithium in Arkansas. And it's in a race with ExxonMobil to make its first in the state, known for its Smackover Formation, which is filled with brine or salt water. Standard recently got support from the U.S. Department of Energy. And federal permitting officials in the U.S. allies are also reported to be considered providing debt financing. The company initiated its lithium efforts 7 years ago in Arkansas on 30,000 acres. So, yeah, I knew it had been a while. I didn't realize it had been 7 years. But basically what they're doing is they're stripping lithium out of this brine water and then reinserting the water back into the injection wells. But out of Little Rock, Standard Lithium is getting a boost from Washington, as advised with ExxonMobil, like we said, in this race to become the first company to produce lithium in Arkansas, a U.S. state containing one of North America's largest supplies of the battery metal. The vote of confidence by multiple parts of the U.S. government is one of Washington's strongest yet for a lithium project and shows increasing comfort with the still unproven direct lithium extraction industry. Now, when they say still unproven, that means they haven't produced any yet, and so they haven't proved that they can go in there and strip this lithium out of this brine water, separate it, save the lithium, put the water back into the injection site. So the U.S. Senators and Department of Energy and federal permitting officials have backed Standard this year. Standard had been working to develop its DLE project. Okay, you're going to be hearing about that. Direct lithium extraction, DLE. For more than 7 years, but Exxon in 2023 made a splash with a $100 million investment into Arkansas with aims to be a dominant player. Lithium prices have been weak in recent months, and Exxon has now delayed its lithium plans by at least a year. Standard has also gone slowly, but still aims to push the project forward on its 30,000 Arkansas acres, with first production slated for 2028. So they're still a couple years out. We're in this race, though, however, with one of the bigs, ExxonMobil. But, you know, you would much rather than be able to get this lithium out of this brine water. Now, the reason lithium prices are down is because the Trump administration said, hey, listen, man, we're not going to force everybody to drive these electric vehicles, these big battery-using electric vehicles. You know, if they want to buy one, okay. If they don't, we're not going to force them to. Well, the EV industry kind of started stepping back because they were expensive. They weren't proven to go as far as what people really wanted them to go. And you really couldn't power your house with one of your F-150 Lightning trucks like it showed in the commercial. I remember the first time I saw that, I thought, come on, guys. Really? Anyhow, this is something that's caused the lithium market to ease back a little bit. I see lithium continuing to be a very valuable essential earth mineral, because even without EVs, there is still a lot of battery powered equipment out there, and lithium ion batteries, in phones. I mean, these batteries do last a lot longer, and they hold a charge a lot longer. So there's going to be a demand, not quite the demand that what they were going to see with everybody being forced to go electric vehicles. I'm okay with people that want to buy one. Get you some, man. I don't care. But for the government to sit there and try to tell me you have got to get rid of your gas guzzling vehicle and go to full-on EVs, I wasn't buying it. And that's why I would never live in California, man. That's a bunch of nut jobs. I mean, the nice thing about going to California, wouldn't be hard to be the sharpest tool in the shed. But that being said, I'm going to take a break and come back with our mop-up segment. We'll have the weather forecast. It's going to start getting a little more chilly. And we'll have energy stock prices of note, energy news in my brief, and more as we continue right after this.
This is the Exploring Energy Show.
Hi, I'm Mike Rowe, and I just learned that people of Oklahoma Oil and Natural Gas have just restored their 20,000th well site. They've been doing this work voluntarily now for decades, spending tens of millions of dollars restoring one well site at a time. Many of these old well sites are 50 to 100 years old, abandoned by their original owners. But now, the land is restored so the current owners can make it productive for generations to come. See how they do it at oerb.com/micro.
Craving a real steak? Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City is firing up flavor 7 days a week. The grill is always hot and the steaks are always fresh. From juicy char-grilled ribeyes, fillets, and sirloins to chicken fried steak, hearty burgers, seafood, and chicken, there's something for everyone. Don't forget the appetizers, salads, and desserts to top it off. Bring your appetite. We'll handle the rest. Dine in or order online now on the DoorDash app. It's more than just a steakhouse. It's Fred's.
Have you had a little fender bender and don't know where to get it fixed? Take it to Skunkworks Paint and Body in Sayre. They're a full-service paint and body shop with the skills to get the job done right. They also have computer color matching and custom paint for your motorcycle. All insurance providers are accepted and they work with fleet services. Give Skunkworks Paint and Body a call for a free estimate today at 580-928-5005. You can also find their ad inside the Penny News.
Elk City Lube and Wash offers quick lube service and has 4 self-serve car wash bays plus 1 automatic touchless car wash with on-site services including oil and fuel service on gasoline and diesel vehicles, including motorcycles, differential service, also vacuum bays with a vending machine and a carpet shampooer. And Elk City Lube and Wash is your authorized Schaefer lubricant distributor. Schaefer products provide advanced lubricants for improved performance, reliability, and economy. Elk City Lube and Wash, 316 Northeastern Avenue in Elk City, 1/2 mile north of Walmart. Proudly owned and operated by Phil and Mary Wynn.
You got 5-6 tractors out there. You got a dozer, a traco, a grader, something like that. I mean, you go through a lot of oil in a season. I mean, you'll use a few hundred gallons in a season. So here at Camrock, we have the same specification oil as the other brand, where people think that they have to use that for a certain color on their tractors and stuff like that. But we have the same oil specifications as they do. Works just as well, does the same thing, lubes it just the same. Price comparison is, it's not even a comparison. We have a better price than anybody around on that type of oil. They can come in and talk to us, see what they want, or give us a call, and we can come out and see what they have, fill their tanks, set them tanks. That's what we've done here in the past. We've converted a lot of farmers over to our brand, our house brand of motor diesel oil. The price savings it's huge for them. We sell it to oilfield companies also. They use it in frac pumps, and they're not happy, you know it, and it's working great for them. Camrock is the name of the company. It's 2111 South Main, Elk City, south of Fred's Steakhouse. The price savings it's huge for them.
A guy in Altus buys an RV from a fellow in El Reno. The transaction came about through the Penny News. The power of the Penny News is a force of nature.
Stay informed with the latest news from the energy industry on the Exploring Energy Show.
It is the Exploring Energy Show. Sustaining Oklahoma's energy resources. They have that, natural gas marketing 101 coming up next week, December the 4th. Get yourself registered before end of business, December 3rd. Go to www.soer.oerb.com. This thing is an in-person or a Zoom meeting, and it's just going to be chock full of great information. If you're wanting to learn more about the oil and gas industry and how it works, how to be a part of it, this is a class that is designed just for you. SOER.OERB.com. Sustaining Oklahoma's energy resources. And for those of you out there in the patch already, having one of these kind of informational resources at your fingertips can only make you more valuable to the company you're working for. SOER.OERB.com. That's Sustaining Oklahoma's energy resources, part of the Oklahoma Energy Resources Board. Everyone knows that distinct smell. Something electrical gets too hot. Do not ignore it. It is the real thing. Electrical fires happen, especially in older houses and buildings that were built before the modern technology age, but even newer buildings, it could happen. Carter Electric has an infrared scanner and a level 1 certified technician. They can come, scan it, detect those hot spots before they short out and catch fire, then fix them. Commercial uses, residential uses can save people thousands of dollars and possibly save lives. Fully licensed and insured, Carter Electric has the equipment, personnel, and the experience to handle any electrical job 24 hours a day, and they're an authorized Generac generator dealer. You can size it, sell it, install it, come back and service it. Owned and operated by Kervin and Mary Orgain. It's Carter Electric. Call them at 225-2447, 225-2447, located at 217 West 12th Street in Elk City. Providing you this hour's weather forecast is a service of Carter Electric. All right, what do you got over there, sister? You got good weather coming?
I got good weather.
Okay.
Maybe. If you like it cold, it's good, I guess.
It's supposed to next week, folks. Show.
All right, today we're sunny with a high near 52, north-northwest wind 5 to 8 miles per hour, becoming south in the morning. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 29, south wind 5 to 7 miles per hour. Tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, sunny with a high near 57, south-southwest wind 5 to 7. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 34, south-southeast wind around 7 miles per hour. Friday, mostly cloudy with a low around 53, south wind 8 to 13 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 30. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 55. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 39. Monday, a 20% chance of snow showers. Mostly cloudy
Did
with
you
a high
say
near
snow?
37. I just said snow showers. Wow. Mostly cloudy with a high near 37. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 45.
Well, you know, it is wintertime.
It is. It is. Not my favorite time either.
Not your favorite time either. I hear you. Well, here's some energy news in my briefs. President Donald Trump signed an executive order Monday this week establishing the Genesis mission, a federal effort to boost innovation using artificial intelligence. The latest step by the administration to promote AI technology and its adoption. The effort aims to better coordinate research done by agencies across the government and more effectively integrate AI tools to achieve more scientific breakthroughs. According to Michael Gratios, the director of the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy, who spoke to reporters on the order ahead of Trump's signature. A Texas factory actively expanded at a markedly faster pace in November, according to business executives responding to the Texas Manufacturing Outlook survey. Federal court is set to order Oakland, California to pay up to $654 million in damages for canceling a contract with a coal export shipping terminal developer over climate concerns in 2016, potentially pushing the city into bankruptcy. No wonder they can't keep a football team in that town. The Trump administration planned to expand offshore oil and gas drilling would open nearly all of Alaska's coastal waters to new leasing. Researchers find that building data centers on power grids with high shares of dry renewables, such as solar and wind, will decrease their indirect water consumption for electricity generation. The Trump administration is weakening pollution standards for coal plants as utilities across the country cancel plans to retire units as demand from artificial intelligence rises. North Dakota natural gas production reached a record high in September as oil production continued to exceed forecasts. Here's some from around the world. 4 Democratic U.S. senators said on Monday that lax enforcement by the Trump administration of sanctions on Russia's Arctic LNG 2 export terminal allows China to buy discounted liquefied natural gas and helps Moscow fund the war in Ukraine. The lawmakers, including Senator Elizabeth I am Indian not Warren, urged the Trump administration in September to resume targeted sanctions on Russian energy supplies. Elizabeth whack job Warren, I guess. Artificial intelligence will bestow influence on a par with nuclear technology to countries as countries get able to get ahead now, a top Russian AI executive said, giving them superiority this century. 2 cargo vessels were headed for grain port terminals near New Orleans on Monday to load with the first U.S. soybean shipments to China since May, according to a shipping schedule seen by Reuters. There's a lot of soybeans over in China. I don't know if it's to make soy sauce or what. But anyway, it's good for our farmers. I'm loving it. India has agreed to deepen its energy trade with the United States in a bid to avoid the introduction of higher tariffs on exports by President Donald Trump. In recent months, Trump has threatened several countries with tariffs if they do not import larger quantities of U.S. gas to varying successes. I'm all about it. I mean, it's no different than asking people here in Western Oklahoma in our listening area, hey, shop local. Help your local economy, shop local if you can. I mean, it makes a big difference. That dollar will touch 7 people's hands rotating through once you spend it with a local business.
Right.
And so same thing that Trump's doing with these tariffs. Like, hey, listen, if we're doing business with you, you got to be doing business with us. Help those that are helping you. It's only fair. I mean, It's the right thing to do.
Yes.
And so it's these people that are against the tariffs, they don't have a clue. They have no idea. This is generating a lot of money because the one thing that the United States has that hardly anybody else has, and that is consumers.
Right.
Consumers that spend.
Yeah.
A very large consumer spending base here in the United States. And these companies that sell to the United States, they know that. That's why they're selling to us.
Exactly.
But are they buying anything from us?
No.
And really, we don't put a lot of little trinket gadgets out like China does. No. But we do have oil. We do have natural gas.
Yes.
We do have ag products.
Yes.
And Trump understands that, and he's taking it to the world saying, hey, listen, you want to eat and get around? We can help you with that.
Right.
So pay your fair share. It's only right. What do you got over there as far as energy stock price? Tell me you're all
it's better today.
Is it better today? Oh,
today.
that's great news here
Yes.
in this Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes. American Electric Power is up 54 cents, trading at $122.13. Apache is up 41 cents at $24.49. Baker Hughes is up 21 cents at $49.64. ConocoPhillips is up 8 cents at $86.67. Devon Energy is up 40 cents at $36.23. EOG Resources is up 56 cents, trading at $106.04. Expand Energy is up $2.92, trading at $118.93. General Electric is up $1.19 at $294.59. Halliburton is down 4.5 cents at $25.65. Hallmark and Payne is up 5.5 cents at $27.63. Liberty Energy is up 9.5 cents at $17.76. Occidental Petroleum is up 6.5 cents at $41.49. OG&E Energy is up 25 cents at $45.09. One Oak is up 67 cents at $71.54. Phillips 66 is up $1.05 at $135.19. Sand Ranch Energy is up 14 cents at $14.01. Schlumberger is down 60 cents at $35.31, and Williams Companies is up 68 cents at $60.06.
Well, my commodity prices are still somewhat. Well, I got 2 green.
I got you beat today.
Yes, you do. West Texas Intermediate is up 6 cents, trading a little above $58 now. It was a little under 57 when we started, so 58.01 for a barrel of oil in the New York Mercantile Exchange January contract. Telcom crude oil in Japan is still down 130 yen per kiloliter. Brent crude oil has slid 7 cents to $62.41. New York Mercantile Exchange natural gas up 10 cents, trading at $4.58 per million BTU. That is really good stuff. Like I said, that natural gas, that's going to help our nation. It's going to help our country. It's going to help Oklahoma right here. There's a lot of people that work in the oil and gas industry, and the natural gas, it's all the pundits were saying, once natural gas got up to about $4.50 and was staying in that neighborhood, then they would start drilling. They'd start punching more holes. And the Baker Hughes rig count reflecting that, as the number of natural gas rigs jumped up 23
nice.
up 23 more because it's more lucrative.
Yeah.
And what's really crazy, Tony, is it wasn't that long ago that people just flared that natural gas off, just burn it off.
Right.
And now they're capturing it, put it right down the sales line. And you know what? Now that we're able to get these export facilities, and now other countries are having import facilities where they can regasify this LNG.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good for the long-term energy outlook for the United States and for Oklahoma.
Right.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
For sure.
The drill in your toolbox.
helping you get the job done. 96.5 KECO.
Have yourself a great day and happy Thanksgiving.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. President Trump trying to stop Russia's war in Ukraine.
At the moment, both Ukraine and Russia have agreed with the U.S. on the main points that they would agree for a peace deal. The big question remains, can these two countries meet in the middle and agree with one another?
Fox's Benjamin Hall reporting from London. A record number of people traveling for Thanksgiving. That from AAA.
I plan ahead, pack a couple of days ahead, prep my boarding pass. We're checking early, so it's been pretty smooth so far.
That woman at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta. Fox's Jonathan Siri is there, too.
Keeping a nervous eye on the weather in the upper Midwest, where they have blizzard warnings issued. Snow expected to begin to